This is a little bit better. Yeah, I like this better. My vlogging stick came in, guys. I only paid 1 cent for it, which is great. Yeah, man. Today I figured I'd take it a little light, right? I've been going hard all week on the 6 miles. So today I only ran 3. I felt a little tight, right? For the excess work I've been doing all week. So I figured I would just go light work today. And then tomorrow I go pretty hard. Hey, what's up, Hazen Bridge? I feel like tomorrow I'll go hard because it's Friday. The thing is, I've been getting my days mixed up, man. Time been going by so fast. I thought today was Wednesday. I actually thought today was Wednesday, guys. Come to find out today is really Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Just like that. Yeah, when you do things that you love to do, time passes. I'm thinking today Wednesday. I'm really, the way I'm thinking, I'm a day behind, but man, this time is passing. Yeah, time is passing. Another week down. It's about to be Friday tomorrow. Light work. Yeah. I didn't do 6 miles today. I feel that I just cruised a little bit. I only did 3. Cause that's six running 6 miles. Monday, Monday what I did, guys, if you remember, Monday I kind of went hard. So I kept that in the back of my mind. Is that I went super hard on Monday, fresh out the gate. And shoot, look up, it's Thursday already. So I went kind of light today so I can finish the week off tomorrow. I can finish Wednesday off strong. And then once I finish the week off strong, I'll be able to get my 2 days of rest. And once I get my 2 days of rest, I'll be back Monday. You know, because I started the week off a little bit too much. Yeah, I started the week off hard. So I can't tire myself out. So I did light work today. I light 3 miles. I didn't breathe at all. So that's good. My legs feel better because my legs was feeling like kind of tight because I've been running 6 miles every single day. All this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I've been running 6 miles. So today was a little light, which is cool. You never want to overwork yourself, guys. You got to know your body, bro. You got to know your body. Your body, you got to listen to your body. If your body tell you to slow down, you got to slow down. You know, you don't let your mind control your body, but your body got to, you know, once your body tell you, well, hey, you overworking me, you got to listen to it. So I went on and listened to my body, and I chilled out and only ran slow 3 miles, right? I don't think I'm gonna do no squats or leg lunges because I've been doing a lot of those. So I'm gonna let my legs rest. As far as squats and lunges, I didn't do that. But tomorrow, I think I'm gonna work pretty hard tomorrow. I'm gonna work myself hard tomorrow, kind of like I did Monday. Then I got 2 days of rest. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do, because today is May 1st. I got 3 weeks left of training before the first marathon. So the thing is, I was thinking about training every single day for 3 weeks. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I do, the 2 days will be light work. Really, really, really light. But that's the only thing about this stick. What country you in, bro? I'm in America. You know Honey Singh? No, I don't know who that is. You have mental issues, I guess. No, I don't have mental issues. No, I don't. I did I used to, but with the running, exercising, taking care of myself, I think I've eliminated the mental issues. But then, everybody have some type of mental, something mental. If you have, went through trauma, things like that, you most likely have 8 out of 10 people, guys. I went to school for psychology. 8 out of 10 people have mental problems. Right. The thing is, the reason why I kind of left psychology alone is because they antidote is to put you on pills, and that's not my thesis. My thesis is exercise. Get out and walk. That is the best cure for mental issues, bro. And in school, once I seen them go into the direction of just treating it with pills, all those different drugs they give people with mental illness, I had to get out of there because I don't believe that you have to take pills for mental health. I think that, I know exercise is the best medicine for mental illness. And a lot of things, guys, they say are mental illness is not, bro. They want to make everything about mental illness. Sometimes a lot of that is about the choices that you make. A lot of those feelings and emotions are choices, right? Feelings is not a mental illness. Feelings are a sense, right? A sense, like anxiety. You're feeling scared. You're feeling that you really want what you want right now. Anxiety is not a mental illness, guys. Anger, being over angrily, being hyper, that's not a mental illness. They try to label all those things mental illness. It's not. Listen to the OG. Those things are not mental illness. They label those things mental illness for a certain group of people so they can do what? Drug you up. Yeah, try to drug you up and make money off of you. Pharmaceutical is big business. Yeah, I went to school for psychology, guys, but I had to get out of that because I didn't agree with what they was teaching. I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with it. And then they try to say everything is mental illness these days. It's not true. It's not true. If you got anxiety, anxious, you got to work on that within yourself. You got to work on that within yourself. Walking, right? Walking, exercise. A lot of kids grow up inside the house. Like when we was coming up, your ass had to go outside. You had to go outside and play. As far as a boy, you had to go outside and play. See, the majority about young boys, that a lot of them don't get to go, a lot of them don't go outside. They stay in the house all the time. So if you keep a kid in the house all the time, he has testosterone levels are very, very high. That kid want to go outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? Want to go play. Want to be outside because of testosterone. But majority of the kids, they are in the house. And guess what? This is like a dog. If you keep a dog caged up too long, right? And then you let him off the chain, guess what happens? He runs all over the place, acting all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he got all that testosterone build up, right? So when it comes to the kids, these kids is in the house, bro. So they go jump from this couch, they jump from that couch, they jump to this couch, they jump to that couch. And then the daddy ain't around. That's another thing, bro. The dad ain't around and you got the mom, you know what I'm saying, who got to do all these things and don't know how to control a young boy. And then guess what happens? Guess what happens? Then she say, well, man, something wrong with him. He won't sit down. And then he go to school, and it's because he don't have no physical activity at home, guess what happens, guys? He go to school and start tripping. He don't want to listen to the teacher. And guess what they do? That school, they first thing is to do is to set him off to the side, put him in a 504 program, get him tested, and automatically say he got a mental problem. Which the only thing that he has is that he don't go outside and daddy don't come around and show him how to be a man. So what they do, they put him on medication, Ritalin, General, and all these other drugs. See, it's big business, bro. They put him on drugs. And then once they put him on drugs, it's over. So my thesis is go outside and play. Go out and enjoy the great weather. Work on your mental, work on yourself. See, the brain is a muscle, guys. It's a muscle, just like you got to work a heart. Your heart is a muscle. The brain is a muscle too. And you got to continuously work on it, because guess what? If you don't work on your brain, if you don't work on your brain, then guess what happens? Just like you will lose your muscle, you will lose your brain. You will lose the things that your brain are meant to do. You will lose it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Yeah. So all this mental health stuff, bro, a lot of that stuff is overrated, bro. They're labeling regular kids, right, with all these different diagnoses, and don't even really know the kid or spend time with him, and then turn around and give him medicine, and that's it. That's not how it works, guys. If for a doctor in psychology, you have to spend time with people. The doctors these days, they don't spend time with people no more. They don't. They go, you see them, right? Because they got so many people that they labeling as this certain thing, and because of the pharmaceuticals, you take your kid to a psychologist to go see a psychiatrist. Guess what they're going to do, guys? They're going to analyze them by 10, 15 minutes, and they say, oh, he got this diagnosis, he got that diagnosis, and then they're going to do what? They're going to prescribe him some drugs. That's not how you do it, bro. If you want to know the psychological mindset of anybody, you got to spend time with them. You got to spend time with them, not just 1 or 2 sessions and then put them on drugs. That's not cool. And that's why I couldn't get jiggy with psychology. I couldn't get jiggy with it, guys. My mom right now is a doctor. And she's a doctor. She got a PhD in psychology. So I am well versed when it comes to the mind. And what I say is you gotta eat right? Because a lot of times the brain will be thrown off if you ain't eating right, if you ain't sleeping right. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't eating right, you ain't sleeping right, and plus if you don't have the right foundation, because it all starts at home, guys. It all starts at home. Who raised you, right? Who you look up to, who you listen to and who you don't, how people treat you. It all starts like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it started. So yeah. So yeah. So I'm just doing the walk down. That's a great conversation though, man, because them doctors will diagnose your kids or you with some type of mental illness, right? And then prescribe you those heavy drugs that are worse. You know what I'm saying? They're really worse than what they're supposed to do. And one thing about the mental health drugs, you got to stay on them, guys. Because if you get off of them, you get addicted to them. That's how it works. That's how it works. You get addicted to them. And they don't care because they get percentage of the money of the drugs that they prescribe to you. They do. The doctors are different than what they were when I was growing up, guys. They want to label these kids. The kid know right from wrong, know how to talk, know how to read. You know what I'm saying? And they want to label them mentally retarded. Want to label them all these type of things, mentally retarded and handicapped, just because they got a disciplinary problem. Majority of them kids, they don't want to listen to nobody. That is a discipline problem. That's not a mental health issue. You just don't want to listen. You know right from wrong. You know how to read. You know how to write. You know the sky is blue. That's not a mental health problem. They label any and everything as a mental problem. That's one of my pet peeves. Everybody want to. I did something. Oh, I got a mental problem. I don't like that. That's the scapegoat these days. You just don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to your authority. That's all. Nobody whooped your butt when you was young. That's the only thing. So you can't discipline. See, that's another reason why they say you can't discipline the kids like you used to. Because if you discipline them kids, they don't want you to discipline your kids, bro. They want your kids acting like a gorilla. Why do they want your kids to act like a wild dog, like they ain't got no home training, so they can put them on their medicine? That's why. For money. That's why. That's what it is, bro. Exactly what it is. You better listen to the OG. I was around when they started that. Giving people medicine, not really treating, really talking to them and getting them to understand you got to listen to your parents. Not because it's easier to prescribe a pill, bro. It's easier to prescribe medicine instead of sitting down and actually trying to talk to the kid or the adult and try to see what's really going on and try to get them to understand life don't work. What you think in your brain, it don't work like that. You got to get them to understand that. A lot of them have a hard time understanding that. But all they got to do is like when I was young, see, as parents, you got to be really be hands-on with your kids, bro. Because if you ain't hands-on with your kids at an early age, by the time they get in school, they waiting to put your kids on their medicine. They waiting to put them in that 504 program. That's what they call it down here, the 504 program. They'll label your kid with the 504 program fast. All they got to do is act like he don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Which comes with home training. Once they realize your kid ain't got no home training, they putting them on medicine. That's all it is. Label him as mental issues and put him on medicine. No teachings whatsoever. Just to get him out the way. That's what that's for. I don't agree with it. So you gotta spend time with your kids. You gotta take them to areas like this. You gotta put them in football. You gotta put them in basketball. You gotta spend time with them, bro. At an early age. You gotta put them in martial arts. You gotta give them something to do, especially if they're a guy. If they're a girl, you gotta do what girly girls do. Have them combing hair, teaching them how to do makeup, right? You gotta let them do what girls do. You don't let the girls just sit up in a room and do nothing. Next thing you know, they'll be sneaking somebody. They'll be acting like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. You don't want that, bro. Yeah, you'll be acting halfway, acting like a boy. You don't want that, bro. That's what I'm saying. You gotta spend time with your kids at an early age. You gotta develop your kids the way you want them to do. Because the system gonna do them all type of way. That's a whole nother side to the system. For real, that's a whole nother side to the system. Oh, look at this pretty area, guys. Oh, that water feels good. I'm just out here blogging, man, having a good time, having a good day. vlogging stick, bro. I like it. I must admit, I like my new vlogging stick. So guys, we're out here chilling, bro. Different area. I'm not gonna be out here that long. Just a few more minutes. We out here just chilling, guys. I remember this pond rolling on the boat. It's been here ever since I was a little bitty kid, bro. I used to love coming out here in the 90s. But look, the water has rose. There used to be another. They done raised it after a while. After a while, this is gonna come up above this. So yeah, it's out here just chilling, guys. Nice, beautiful Thursday in the great city of Houston. The Rockets won last night, so we're feeling real, real good about ourselves. Look at the duck. That's a big old duck. Look how big he is, guys. He running from me. I might have some food for you, bro. Guess you don't want to play. I might have some food for him. I don't know if that's a duck or a geese. I don't know the difference between the two. Look at that big one. They got some big ones out here, boy. Yeah, they do, guys. They got some big ones out here. And the kids. I know that light work I just did, it got my legs feeling real good. Yeah, I needed that light work. That's why this ain't gonna be long and I'm gonna go home, bro. I like this light work. Yeah, I didn't run the whole 6 miles. I only ran 3. I needed that break. I needed it. Yeah, I needed it. Yeah, I needed that light work. My legs was feeling heavy, feeling real good now. I know I need to get another chair in the office. I think that's really what will be messing my legs up and making me think my legs all heavy. Meanwhile, this is the 45th episode of the walk down. My 5th week of marathon training. 5th week of marathon training. Oh, you okay? I can't really see the comments, bro. I thought you was talking to me. You was talking to somebody else. I don't know who that is he was talking about. I'm an old man, bro. I'm old. I don't know all this new stuff, bro. So y'all got to educate me on these things, because I don't know. I don't know what that means. Got to educate. Got to educate me, bro. This is the old man channel. Yeah, that's what this is. So some of those things y'all say, I don't know nothing about it. I'll be lost. Straight up. I don't know what y'all be talking about, bro. If I don't know something, I'ma say I don't know it. That's one of my best qualities. I'm a good learner. That's why I'm a good teacher. Some of the best teachers, guys, are great learners and listeners. That's the only way you can be a good teacher, is if you're a great learner and you're a great listener. If you got a teacher that think they know everything and don't want to listen, not a good teacher. A great teacher has great skills when it comes to learning and listening. Keep that in mind, guys. If you want to be a teacher, you got to be a great learner and a great listener. You got to be a better learner and a listener than you are a teacher. You got to be, those two traits you got to have if you want to be a great teacher. You got to be good at listening and learning. Yeah, you got to be a good listener and you got to be a great learner. Have you ever had a teacher that they think they know it all and you can't tell them nothing? All right, we're getting back over here. Great day. I've been live 26 minutes. This is going to be a short live today. Light work today. Great Thursday. Light work. Light work. I think we'll go over here. I'm not going to do no squats and lunges today. Just a little light work. Tomorrow's Friday. After that, 2 days off. Then it's back to Money Monday. These Money Mondays be coming up quick. Congressman Mickey Leland. Oh, he died in a plane crash. That sucks. Well, I was just thinking, I did the numbers on his age. I was like, man, he died kind of young. But I had to read the thing. He died of old age. I mean, he died in a plane crash. That's what happened to him. I don't think I should walk up this hill because today is kind of a rest day. I'm going to do it anyway. Kind of a rest day, but I walked up the hill anyway. Made it to the top. Great sight of this beautiful area. Nice, cool, calm. Real good for your mental health. For all you guys think you struggle with mental health. It's real good for all that. Best thing for your mental, your anxiety, anxiousness, emotions, practice going out and walking and enjoying a nice, beautiful area. Sometimes, guys, it just be where you at, like the company you keep, who you surround yourself with, the energy you're around. A lot of times cause those type of emotions, right? I think that all that mental health stuff is overrated unless you're really mentally retarded. And but if you're know how to read right. You know right from wrong. The sky is blue. And you know the clouds are white. You know that's a theater. You know the difference between right and wrong. As long as you know them things. Don't let nobody put you in a box, bro. Because emotions is a normal sense. It's a sense, emotions. Sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel sad, right? Sometimes we angry. You gotta control it, that's all. And sometimes just the company you keep or the environment that you are around can change your whole mood. It's just a mood, bro. That don't mean you got a mental problem. Just because you hyper, that don't mean you got a mental problem. You need to take a pill. It don't mean that. Listen to the OG. If you hyper, you got a kid that's hyper, take them outside and make them go play in the park for about 4 or 5 hours. Take them to the park, give them a basketball, and take them outside and let them play. Bring them to a park like this, and let's go run. You hyper? You want to jump all over the couches? Let's go outside. I guarantee you take them outside, and you play, and you let them play, and you let them breathe some good fresh air, right? And you teach them structure. You know what I'm saying? Teach them how to dribble a basketball, how to throw a football, right? Take them to the MMA gym. You know what I'm saying? Let them get up in there, take them to the gym. Let them punch the punching bag for about 3 hours straight. I guarantee you, he'll go straight to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the people at the schoolhouse analyze your kid, bro. Don't let them people at their school tell you your kid got a mental problem, bro, without you diagnosing your own kid. They'll do that, bro. That's because they really don't have the time to take the time out with them. So they separate the kids because they know if a kid is hyper, jumping all over the place, they automatically know that the kid ain't getting no attention, ain't getting trained the right direction at school. They know that already, bro. So what they do, they ain't got time to do your job. So they'll tell you, we're gonna put them in the 504 program, we're gonna test them. And they don't even, how they gonna test your kid? They tell you about your kid, and they don't even know him, right? They'll do it fast. When all you gotta do, you got a hyper kid, take him outside. You know what I'm saying? Work with him. You gotta, just like how you do a dog. I hate to say it like that, but that's how you gotta do it. You gotta take them outside, and you gotta, you gotta show them. You gotta show them by actions, right? That way they know how to handle different emotions. Put them in sports. Best teacher. Put them in sports, right? Put them in sports and different things. Take them down there to the local YMCA. You know what I'm saying? Take them down there. Let them send them to camp. You got to get them kids active, bro. You got to get them active. You know what I'm saying? You got to get them active. That will help them. That'll balance their life out. And you got a kid that's jumping all over the place. He's jumping all over the place. He don't want to listen because you ain't taking him outside. You got to take him outside, bro. You got man or woman, you got to take them outside. You got to take them to church. You got to take them to Bible school. You got to take them to Sunday school. Yeah, you gotta have them around positive things, active. You gotta get them active. They'll go to sleep at that, I guarantee you. You take them kids to the park like this, he hyper, bring his ass to the park. Bring him to the park, you know what I'm saying? Let him feed the ducks and do this walking like I'm doing. Guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna be tired as can be. He still want to be active, keep him in the park. After about 3-4 hours, when you go home tonight, you make him take a bath as soon as he get in, you feed him, and guess what's gonna happen? He gonna go to sleep. And you do that every single day. You do that every single day. You don't let him come home and get on the phone, right? You don't let him get on the game. You know, like to play gaming. Don't let them use their computer. Don't let them use their phone, because that's what they have too much of. They don't go outside no more. Kids these days, I know a lot of kids, bro, that I ran across that actually don't want to go outside. They used to start. I seen kids start crying and actually catch a fit because they don't want to go outside. They want to stay inside. And if you take them outside, after about 30 minutes, they start tripping. They want to go back in the house. We was the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? We was the opposite of that. When we wanted to be outside. Whenever I got out of school, I got to do my homework, and then guess what? I want to go outside. Yeah. Kids these days, majority of these kids ain't used to being outside, bro. They used to be in front of this phone or in front of that, or playing the game all day. That's what they used to do. They're not used to being outside. And then they jump, and then those kids, some of them, they jump everywhere, especially if they're a boy, because boys are meant to be outside playing, bro. They're not meant to be in the house. All they do is go to school, come home, play the damn game all day, be on the phone, and that's it. No physical activity at all. So when he starts jumping all around your living room, and he won't sit down when you tell him to sit down, and then when they don't sit down when you tell them to sit down, and then what they do, they go to school and act out, and then you wondering why them kids are acting out. They're acting out because you're not spending no real time with them. You're not sending them to the YMCA. You're not putting them in football and basketball. No physical activity. You know, that's how it go. You got to start spending more time with them kids. Because guess what? If when they go to school and clown and act out, them people, they're gonna put them in the 504 program, bro. You're gonna say, I don't know what's wrong with my kid. I can't get him to sit down. I can't this. And then the people gonna say, well, we gonna need the people at school, especially at HISD, they gonna say, well, man, we need to test them. And then they gonna test them, and they gonna automatically say, we need to put them in the 504 program. And then once you put them in the 504 program, you know what's next? Then they gonna tell you, they're gonna want you to take them to go get evaluated by a psychiatrist. And guess what they gonna do? They're gonna put them on pills, bro. And once you let your kids get a taste of them pills, it's over. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And if any one of y'all know, just about every one of those kids that go down there and get tested by the psychiatrist at the psych ward, all of them get diagnosed with something. It's not, man, all those kids that they go treat and they go get evaluated, all of them get put on something. Every last one of them. You ain't gonna send your kid down there to the psych ward and you're not gonna come home with a prescription for some pills, bro. That's why I had to, when I was in a school for psychiatrists, to be a psychiatrist, that's why I couldn't go down that route, bro. Because I don't believe that. I don't believe that these kids are all these mental problems that they're coming up with these days. This shit is made up, bro. It is. It's made up. Especially like these single mothers. The daddy ain't around, and you got a couple of boys. You know what I'm saying? You got 2-3 different baby daddies. None of the daddies are around. They ain't got nobody to look up to. They in the house all day. You know what I'm saying? They jumping all over everywhere. Those women, you know what I'm saying? They need help. So they go to the system, which is the school system, and they be right there waiting to do what? To put them in the 504 program and label them as crazy. And the next thing you know, your kid will be taking those prescription drugs that they are giving them these days. And that that makes it even worse. Cause then once they ain't taking the pills, then they really start tripping. Then they get violent and all these other kind of things. That's why if you got young kids, bro, the best thing to do is to take them to the park, take them to the YMCA, put a basketball in their hand, put them in boxing, put them in football, put them in basketball, put them in activity, take them to church. That's the number one thing that people are missing. They ain't taking their kids to church. The kids ain't going to Sunday school no more. They're not going to vacation Bible school no more in the summer. In the summer, when I was a kid in the 90s, bro, it was mandatory. You going to vacation Bible school. So I've heard people say they don't even know what vacation Bible school is. I don't even know. Majority of churches don't even have vacation Bible school no more. Because there's not enough kids, you know what I'm saying? In the summertime, these kids don't want to go to vacation Bible school, bro. They want to sit in the house, be on this phone, and play Fortnite. That's all they want to do. So if you got young kids, I'm telling y'all right now, take them outside, put them in basketball, put them in football, take them to the YMCA. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the money for YMCA membership, bring them to a park like this. Bring them to a park like this. Buy a basketball. Get a football. You know what I'm saying? And start and make them run. You know what I'm saying? Make them be active. And half of your problems will go away. They won't be jumping all over the couch no more. You take them to the park and make them run and walk, break a sweat, let them get active. Guess what? All you have to do when you take them home, you feed them, make them take a bath, feed them. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go to sleep. Straight up. Yep, that's all you gotta do. When they get out of school, make them do their homework. Once they do their homework, take them to a park. Take them to the YMCA. Take them to 24-hour fitness. Give them a basketball. And guess what? Let's work. Let's play. That's all they be wanting to do, guys. Is play. Let them play. While they playing, you talking to them and you building a relationship with them. That's the problem right there. Don't let none of them schools tell you your kid got a mental problem. They don't even know you or them. All they gonna do is give them dope. That's it, bro. That's it. So when I was in school to be a psychiatrist, that's why I quit. Because there's no real intervention, right? They ask them a couple questions, you know what I'm saying? They give them a coloring book. I'm telling y'all right now what they do. They give them a coloring book, ask them a couple questions. They hoping that the kids say, you done put hands on them. They hoping that the kids say that men are running in and out of your house. Guess what they do? Once they say that, boop, 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 automatically they're going to give them dope. Automatically, they are going to prescribe them mental health medicine. Straight up. Not knowing nothing about the kid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be careful, bro. You got to be careful. Everything is not a mental health issue, bro. It's not. It's not. These days, everything is mental. Oh man, you messing with my mental. Everybody say that. If I say something you don't want to hear, oh, you messing with my mental. You messing with my mental. You messing with my mental health. If you say something that I don't want to hear, if I don't want to hear it, it ain't got nothing to do with no mental health. I just don't want to hear it, bro. And I turn around and I go by my way. So a lot of us cause mental health issues on ourselves. On ourselves. It's like you want to be mentally retarded. It's a shame, bro. Like people want to be mentally retarded. I hear so many people, mental health, mental this, mental that. Somebody say something, do something they don't like. Oh yeah, mental health. Somebody got an attitude. They got a mental problem. Being mad is not a mental problem, bro. It is an emotion. Anger is an emotion that can be controlled. Anxiety is an emotion. You anxious. It's an emotion. The thing is, you got to learn how to control it. You got to learn how to control your emotions. And that comes with working on you as a person. It has nothing to do with mental health. It don't. I'm sorry. They lied to you. It comes with working on yourself. Let's see, I've been live 40 minutes. I think I'm gonna end it right here, guys. See, the only thing I don't like about this vlogging stick is that I can't see the comments. So I guess when you vlogging with the vlogging stick, I don't think it's meant for you to read the comments. So I didn't realize that when I got this vlogging stick that it was gonna be difficult. Well, I didn't take that into consideration, that it was gonna be difficult to read a comment with this vlogging stick. I like this better than holding the phone in my hand. I like this better than holding it in my hand. Yeah, I like this a lot better. Let me get back on the road, guys, on the track. Yeah, I like this better. Something else y'all need to do. Stop giving them kids sweets at night, bro, when it's time to go to bed. Stop letting them kids drink sodas. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving them sodas too much. That's another thing that'll make them kind of hyper, that sugar. A lot of times it'll be what them kids putting in their body, all that sugar and shit. That sugar is no good, bro. Stop giving them sweets at night. That might be another reason why they don't want to go to bed. If you're going to give them sweets, give it to them earlier in the day, and then make them, give them sweets in the middle of the day, or when you get ready to go, and then go let them get all that energy out of them in the park somewhere, or at the YMCA, or at 24-hour fitness. You know? A lot of them kids, all you gotta do, bro, is get a football and act like you the quarterback, and let them act like they're the wide receiver and the running back. You know what I'm saying? They'll like that. And then act like they the quarterback and you are the wide receiver and the running back. Yeah. Them kids got energy, bro. Kids want to go and they want to go and do things. And, you know what I'm saying? Unless you let them just sit in the house and be, you know, a couch potato. Just sit on the couch, sit in the room all day and play video games. That makes them super lazy. I'm trying to think of that other thing they're trying to say. They're trying to label these kids. I can't think of the name that they be trying to label these kids these days. Autism, yeah. That's the new thing. They labeling these kids, they're saying they got autism. A normal kid, right, that know right from wrong, he know how to talk, he know how to read, he know how to follow directions. You know what I'm saying? They labeling these type of kids and saying they got autism because they don't want to, you know, they got a lack of discipline, and they labeling these kids autism. That's what they doing now, guys. When kids with autism, they can't talk, they act, you know, they 20 and they act like they 3. You know what I'm saying? They bang their head against the wall. You know what I'm saying? But these days, they are labeling regular healthy kids because they don't want to listen to the parents, and they just automatically labeling them with autism. That's the big thing these days. It used to be ADHD. Now it's autism. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's what they doing, bro. A lot of times it be them kids, you know what I'm saying? It's the environment they are in. Majority of the time, it's the environment they are in, the situation that they are in, what they're being told, what they're seeing, and really important is what they're being fed. Has a lot to do with how they act, because a lot of these parents, they feed their kids McDonald's every damn day. Them kids got to have a Happy Meal every day they get out of school. That's not good and that's not healthy. That also messes with the development of the brain, what you put in your body. So, but the cure is not a pill. See, when I wanted to be a psychiatrist, bro, I actually wanted to get to the root of the problem and to understand before they make a decision to put a kid on pills, they need to understand the parents, they need to understand the whole situation. In other words, they need to have at least 6 months to a year, 2 or 3 times out of the week meetings with these parents and the kids. You got to get to know the family. You know what I'm saying? As a doctor, I would want to come to your house, right? I got to get to know the people. I have to get to know the whole family. Like we damn near have to become family. We got to be friends. I got to get to know you to be able to say, well, hey, your kid need Ritalin. And that's not what's happening, bro. They see your kid for twice out the week and automatically put them on pills, just like that. Getting them addicted to drugs early, which I didn't like that, bro. I was ready to put the work in, getting to know a kid, you know what I'm saying? Getting to know the background, getting to know why the daddy not around, getting to know why, the situation, what the mom is doing. It's a lot of things that play into why kids act out. Before I would want to put them on Ritalin or some drugs, I would have to get to know personally the whole family. Yeah, that's why, that's just me. I ain't finna take my kids to no psychiatrist to let somebody that barely see my kid 2 or 3 times to put them on pills and put them in the 504 program and destroy their whole life. Hell no. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is tighten up on your parenting skills. You can diagnose your own kid. Because you send them to the doctor, they out of there. Especially in 2025. Regular kids are being diagnosed with autism, bro. Regular kids are being diagnosed with autism. Kids that know how to talk. Kids that are very smart. Kids that are doing algebra in the 8th and 7th grade. Just because they got a little, they mad about something, they automatically label them with autism. I'm not down with that. That's why I quit. That's why I quit that school, bro. Because I ain't finna be meeting kids for 2 or 3 times. I really don't know the kid or the parents and automatically prescribe them some medicine. Prescribe them some mental health medicine and destroy their whole life. Because don't get twisted, those mental health pills, they destroy your insides of your body and you get addicted to that shit. And kids gotta be on that shit forever. It's a sad situation, bro. They put them on them pills and then they sit them to the side. I gotta get to know you. You know, I gotta get to know you. And that's not how the system is designed. That's a whole nother side to the system of America, what I've been talking about for 3 days. That's part of the system too. That's part of the system too. Don't get it twisted, bro. They just want to throw your kid to the side, give them some drugs, and they make all kind of money because the pharmaceuticals, they give them a percentage of the money, and it's paid for by who? The system, which is the government. Don't let them people do that, bro. And it's very few good psychiatrists, very few, bro. And the system is so overloaded that they can't help themselves, man, because they got too many patients, bro. So all they're gonna do is just label you, give you some medicine. That's it. It wasn't like that in the 80s and the 90s, bro. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? The medicine part, that was last resort. You know what I'm saying? They actually cared about what you put in your body, what you doing to yourself, what lifestyle are you living. They actually really cared. Today, they don't care. You gonna see the doctor for the first time, guess what they gonna do? They gonna put your ass on some medicine, bro. Straight up. That's their goal. Because they are contracted to the pharmaceuticals. They are. It's big business, bro. It's big business. And those medications have a whole lot of side effects, bro. They really do. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I think that's it right now. I went 56 minutes. I gave a good hour. I like my stick. It was real comfortable doing this live. Yeah, 304. It was real comfortable. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. The Rockets won last night, so that was good. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Always remember, earn, spend less, and invest. 704 Wall Street is my block. Yeah, it is. I love and I appreciate y'all. This was the 45th episode of The Walk Down, Season 1. 5 more episodes to go, and Season 1 is a wrap. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you have a great night. Friday is tomorrow. Hope you have a blessed night, right? Remember to pray. Thank God before you go to bed. And then when you wake up in the morning, if God bless you to wake up in the morning, guess what? Pray and thank God for waking you up. With that being said, I see y'all tomorrow, guys, bright and early in the morning on Financial Friday. To the next one. This is the one and only Stock Sniper. I love and I appreciate y'all. I'm out.